Well, civil society organizations in Kenya have denied claims by the Kenya Kwanza administration of being behind the ongoing countrywide anti-government protests, accusing the government of trying to tarnish what they call their invaluable work in society and their perception to the citizenry they serve. The organizations argue that the claims by the government that the young people, particularly Gen Z, are being funded to speak up devalues their genuine contributions to Kenya's development. NTV's Vincent Oduor tells us more.
The 44 civil society organizations in the country, through a statement, have accused the government of President William Ruto of using its tribulations from the youth-led anti-government protests to tarnish their reputation. The organizations have asked the government to stop spreading lies and instead protect the civil space in the country.
We are deeply concerned by the recent letter by the government of Kenya implying that civil society organizations fund and support unlawful behavior and unruly protests, which are a stark contradiction to our work. We categorically repudiate these unfounded accusations and ask the government to remain true to the Constitution and protect independent civil society organizations and the media in Kenya. We have been instrumental in Kenya's development and play a pivotal role in protecting human rights, upholding the rule of law, promoting good governance, and fostering social and economic progress.
In addition, they have criticized the government for the ongoing cases of kidnappings and disappearance of Kenyans who criticize the government.
Civil society organizations have continued to amplify advocacy on the human rights and governance concerns presented by Kenyans. These actions, which civil society organizations have championed over a long period, should not be misconstrued as support for the acts of lawlessness and violence meted against Kenyans.
Nairobi, through the Foreign Office, has accused Ford Foundation of funding civil organizations, which it claims is perpetuating the ongoing protests. However, Ford Foundation has refuted the claims and referred the government to its website for details of all the organizations they have given grants. But despite the government's accusations against Ford Foundation, among those who have benefited from grants from Ford Foundation is the First Lady Rachel Ruto, whose organization, Joyful Women, received 8,810,472 shillings in 2014 as grant. In 2020, Joyful Women also received 11,130,000 from Ford Foundation. Government spokesperson Isaac Maura, while in Albinism Society of Kenya, also received 10,600,000 shillings in 2020. Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Sing'oei Korir, who wrote to Ford Foundation, also has a background in civil society. This has raised questions about the claims of the Kenya Kwanza administration against Ford. Vincent Oduor, NTV.